Hi guys, so welcome to part 5 of my sketchbook and doodles tour. So, this is Mavis from Hotel Transylvania. Again, a very good film. I did digitally edit this later on because of the eyes again. But yeah, pleased with how it came out eventually. And here's the actual Elite Four Misty picture that I started working on but never finished. I think Misty looks quite pretty there, but I was going to draw more of a Pokemon in like Politoed and Corsola and Gyarados and Psyduck, but that didn't happen, but I still think it looks quite good. And this is a started picture of Reggie from Pokemon. This is Galarian Ponyta. I think it looks good how it came out. This is more Peko. I made this into a digital colouring as well. And I think it looks very cute. And this was supposed to be something else. Oh yeah, this was supposed to be Marnie. But ultimately I didn't end up drawing her there. I ended up drawing her there. I think she looks quite good. And there's Shoto Todoroki. I think he looks quite good there. I made him into a digital picture. So yeah, I think he looks really good. I think he's one of my better pictures. So this is my attempt trying to draw a human version of Gliscor, or humanoid version of Gliscor. It's not that good really. There's a blank page. Oh yeah, this is all creamy, and I made this into a digitalized piece as well. Yeah. And there's a Zuko and Sokka from Avatar The Last Airbender. I think they both look really good. Yeah. And there's Toph, which I'm planning to colour, but I haven't coloured yet. But I think she looks really good there. And there's Karina and Lucario, Mega Lucario, from the anime, from Pokemon anime. I did some editing to this, including like Karina's hand, which ended up looking awful there. But I made this into a digitalized piece, and the final result doesn't look too bad. So yeah, I'm pleased with how the initial sketch. Pleased with how it eventually turned out. This initial drawing isn't too bad. And another blank page. Ah yes, and there's Elizabeth from Seven Deadly Sins. And I made her into a coloured piece. Mind you, I think she's a bit big around certain areas, more than usual. Yeah, this story from Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. And I made this into a digitalised piece, but I forgot to colour in the gloves, which somebody did mention to me. But I think it looks alright. And I don't think I ever posted this, but this is Clement and his Luxio. And I don't think Clement looks very good, because his eyes look super big and terrifying. But I think Luxio looks alright. This is Brandish from Fairy Tail. I'm not that as far into Fairy Tail as when she appears, but I've seen pictures of her and I thought I might try and draw her. And so there you go, you got Brandish. And these are two Meow Sticks. Meow Sticky? No. Two Meow Stick, male and female. And I think this looks really good. I did colour this in and make it into a digitalised piece, which I'm very proud of as well. There's Caesar Clown from One Piece, which I'm very pleased with how that came out as well. And there's Nurse Wigglytuff from Pokemon X and Y, which I think looks very good. And I made this into a digitalised piece as well. This is Belle and Hestia from Danmachi. I'm not saying the full name of that show. in English. And I made this into a digitalised piece, but I'm very proud with how this came out. I mean, maybe Hestio's neck's a bit long, but it's pretty good. Like I said before, I love reunion pieces, and it's a piece of Zuko reuniting with his uncle Iroh. As most of you know, Iroh went off to the spirit world, and Zuko didn't get to see him again, really, which is sad because of how close they were. So this is a little scene between them that I just came up with inside my head. This is a drawing of Princess Aurora, which I just think looks terrible. Look at that face, it's just really chubby. The hands don't look right either. But I tried. That's the main thing. This is Chairman Rose from Pokemon Sword and Shield. I coloured him in later as well. And yeah, this is going well. This is Surfetched, Farfetch'd, the Galarian Farfetch'd's evolution from Pokemon Sword and Shield, and I think it looks alright. And partial drawing of Milotic. And I think I just did a digitalised version of this because I kind of got stuck with trying to draw it traditionally. And there's a picture of Nardo. Ah, he's so handsome. I love Nardo. And there's a Jiraiya picture which doesn't look that good, but I tried. And everything just ends up getting folded. And now, this is the Applin evolutionary line from Sword and Shield. And I made this into a digital piece, which I titled The Three Applin Migos. It's like the Three Amigos, like the film Steve Martin in and Martin Short in and stuff. So that's kind of a parody of that. And that's a really funny film if you ever want to watch that. Yeah, I was proud of myself for coming up with that idea. Yeah, the finished piece is way better, but I think the sketches here look really good as well. This is Helioisk. It's probably the first time I've ever drawn him. And I don't think it looks particularly good. The pose is a bit weird and stuff, but it's not bad. This is Rosette Christopher from Chrono Crusade, and I need to sit and watch that properly because I have to sit and watch this properly. I haven't sat through it properly. I've read parts of the manga, but I'm nowhere near up to date with it. I haven't sat and read it properly. I just looked at the artwork really and thought, oh, the designs are nice, and then got distracted by other things. That's essentially all I know about it, really. But yeah, I liked Rosette's design, and thought I'd try and draw her. So yeah, there you go. There is Nezuko, a precious girl from Demon Slayer. As you can see, I kind of got stuck with her hands, but I thought, well, she's a demon, she's going to have super long fingernails and weird hands, so why not just embrace that? But Nezuko is just the sweetest thing ever. If you want to watch Demon Slayer, just watch it for Nezuko. She's just precious. Just love Nezuko. Yeah. Those eyes aren't quite rightly aligned, but I could live with it. I like the detailing on the kimono, mind. So this is Reggie from Pokemon, and I've done a digitalized version of this picture, and I made them both into like a comparison post, but I did edit this picture a bit because, as you can see, there's like a hole in his teeth, which shouldn't be there. This is off the scene where Reggie is Paul's Electabuzz just saved Pikachu, and Dawn's like, yay! And Reggie's like, well, you know, Electabuzz, I think Electabuzz was just paying off a debt, and that's like, that's basically him saying that. And that's Bede from Sword and Shield, and I just think he looks terrible there. The anatomy is just off completely. And this is Alistair from Sword and Shield. I made that into a digitalised piece. Alistair is just a sweetie. He's just a really shy gym leader, and he uses ghost types, and he's kind of sweet. And there's Tanjiro from Demon Slayer. And there's Paul from Pokemon. Surprise, surprise. This is Infernape using Blaze. And I think I made that into a digital colouring as well. I think this was supposed to be like the forehead poke thing that Itachi used to do with Sasuke, that Sasuke then did with Sakura, that Sakura then did with Sarada, and then Sasuke did with Sarada as well. But that never happened. I don't know what I was planning there. And here are some Pokemon pictures of Infernape, Ash's Infernape, Sceptile, and Charizard. And I've done those two. I've posted those two as Sceptile and Charizard as like comparison posts. So I've done like digitalized versions of them as well. Both of which I'm pretty proud of as well. So yeah. So this is a little painting piece I've been trying to work on. I've been watching a lot of Bob Ross, the happy painter. You know, I've been watching his program, The Joy of Painting, and it's pretty fun, and it's very entertaining to watch, especially how he wipes the brushes like. It's fun. It's pretty funny, that bit. And I've been trying to start off doing a painting, inspired by what he was doing, but whether it turns out anywhere near as good as what Bob Ross does, we'll have to see. He does a lot of landscapes, so if you want to have a look at some of his work, I'd recommend it. He's not around anymore, unfortunately, but he's definitely worth checking out. Apparently he's a meme online apparently, but I didn't know who he was until recently. But yeah, he does some amazing stuff, and he makes painting look so easy, even when it feels like it's not. He's just so laid back, and if you've heard of ASMR, don't know whether I'm pronouncing that right, but he's like kind of sometimes referred to like as the forerunner of that before like it was even like officially named. He was kind of like, he's like kind of good for that kind of thing. Like if you like stressed or something and you want to listen to something, some soothing voice or something, you just listen to Bob Ross and you're like, oh, this guy has such a nice calming voice. You could almost fall asleep to that. I think a lot of people do, but I mean not in a bad way, you know. So this is one of my more recent pieces. Probably see this being posted. You'll probably just seen this really. This is like a 2021 piece. It's this year's the year of the ox, so I thought I'd do something based on that. As you can see, I've done like different like references to cows and oxes. I mean that's Tauros from Pokemon. That's Tauros from Fairy Tail. And that's Mitsuki and Suigetsu and Karin from Boruto. But I found a piece of artwork where those three were in a scene with Orochimaru, and it's quite funny. So I thought I'd try and draw them with the cow costumes on. And then Miltank, everyone's favourite cow Pokemon. No, so Miltank. It's the first time I've drawn Miltank, so there you go. There's always time to learn new things. So let's see what I've done there. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. And then you're probably thinking, how does this relate to cows and oxes and stuff? Yeah, well, this guy is called Oxford. Not Oxford. Oxford. He's from Soul Eater. So I just kind of was trying to search for anime characters that had something to do with oxes or cows. And Oxford was the only thing that just came to mind, or that I could find. So there you go. I think this piece came out quite well. I think Taurus looks best, I think. But I do like the expressions on Rain and Suigetsu's faces. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased with how this came out. And there's Sharon Lee, and he's from the Tsubasa Chronicle series. And I love how he's come out here. Hoping to do a digitalised version of him. So just stay tuned for that. Yeah. This is Peter Rabbit. I don't think he looks too bad. It's the first time I've attempted drawing him, so yeah. And this is Top Cat. I don't know how many of you guys remember Top Cat, but it was this program. It was this cartoon where he was like kind of a con man, and he had his own gang and everything. But it was quite funny. So I tried drawing him for the first time, and this is how it turned out. And I also am going to be doing this as a comparison post with a digital version of this picture, so you can see the difference between how this looks and how the digital one looks. So yeah. But this is Afro Luffy. Usopp kind of gives him an afro and makes him look how he looks here. And there's a joke in the that like if you have an afro it gives you power. But I never got around to finishing this piece properly. As you can see, there's Sanji and Nami and Zoro reacting to Afro Luffy. And you can see the text up here. I warn you, this afro don't take prisoners. I'm not very happy with how Nami's arms came out. I did start editing this on my iPad, but I got a bit stuck and got distracted by other stuff, so I think I might actually just like do Afro Luffy by himself, but I don't know. I mean, you guys just let me know on my socials and stuff. So yeah. I love that part in the scene where Sanji goes, "So funky, I can feel that jive like a fire in my soul." But yeah, I'll just move on. Yes. I really like this piece. I don't often draw pieces like this, maybe I should do more. But this essentially is, if you've heard of the band Erasure and their song Stop and seen the music video for Stop, you know, we'll be together again and stop. So you've got Give Way. I need to show you all of this. So yeah, some of these are, as you can see, some of them are like lyrics to the song, but some of them are just like signs that are in the music video. So yeah. No, these are both Haruhi Fujioka. That's Haruhi in a dress. I did try and digitally colour this, but again, it's the eyes. I cannot get the eyes how I like them. But yeah. think the dress looks good though, and the hairstyle. You know, I was planning to cosplay as Haruhi, like in her uniform and stuff, like in a male uniform for SunnyCon last year, but with COVID and everything, everything just ground to a halt. But I do have a wig now. I just need to kind of get the uniform bit sorted, and I need to try on the wig just to make sure it's going to be okay and all that. But yeah, if I ever do it, I'll let you know I'm going to do it. But I love Haruhi. And this is Haruhi with Usa-chan. Usa-chan is so cute. I made this into a digitalized speed paint as well. And this is just random collection of characters, as you can see. Some of them you might recognise, but I made most of them, apart from that one, into digitalised pictures, and some of them into speed paints. So again, there's Haruhi with oh my god, kind of like a Tamaki kind of look on her face, like, oh, what's he doing this time? I think I was trying to aim to draw Tamaki here, but it ended up just looking like it ended up just being a random anime boy. And there's most people's favourite, Itachi, and Itachi is awesome. I like Itachi. Admittedly, he didn't make a lot of the right decisions in the story, but he's still cool to me. And there's Ukiura from Bleach. And I always remember Ukiura because, I mean, he's pretty cool, but he also shares the same English voice actor as Minato. So every time I hear Ukiura talk, I just think, it's Minato. Yes. And there's Mayuri Kuratsushi. For some odd reason, I really like Mayuri, and I don't know why. I just like Mayuri. He's like he's kind of the Orochimaru of Bleach, in some ways. Not in all ways, but in some ways. But like, he's just like one of those characters that just like stands out, and you could just, I don't know why I like him. It's just, and he's just incredibly unethical in everything he does, but I like him as a character. It's hard to explain why I like him. There's Breloom. I might have edited this a bit on my iPad and stuff. I think it looks pretty good. I like Breloom because it's kind of cute and cool at the same time, if that makes any sense at all. And here's Inosuke from Demon Slayer. And again, I did a comparison post of this piece and the digitalized version of this piece. I really like Inosuke. I don't know why. There's my OC Renji, looking kind of annoyed and irritated, but kind of smiling awkwardly and stuff. And a black page. Am I going to draw something on that? No. I didn't have a plan for that, apparently. Yes, I love this next piece. My two boys. Yes. Minato and Naruto. I love how this piece turned out. I think I don't know where this piece is at the moment, but I have a picture of dragon type Pokemon that are like all in a circle like that. Like Noivern and Goodra and Dragonite and stuff. And I really love that piece. I saw this piece from, this picture was already drawn somewhere else, but I kind of drew it in my own style. But I just look at this and then I just think of the dragon Pokemon thing, and I'm just like, yes. This reminds me. I just think it just looks awesome as well. And I just love how they came out here. If Minato could see Naruto now, I think he'd be so proud of him. Same goes for a lot of shinobi that Naruto looked up to, though, like Jiraiya and stuff. But like, I just love this picture. It's one of my favourites. And a blank page again. And yes. And this is Mirio from My Hero Academia. Mirio is just, I like Mirio, but he just reminds me of Tintin. But I think that's the case with a lot of people. I think they look at him and think he looks like Tintin from OJ's Adventures of Tintin. Just, I don't know. But I made this into a digitalized piece later on. And this is Merlin from Seven Deadly Sins. And she's pretty cool. Though I don't think this picture of her is the best picture I've ever drawn. I did edit this on the computer. I did edit this a bit on my iPad a bit, but yeah. And yes, this is a Demon Slayer picture I never finished. I think Inosuke there looks the best. It might just be me. What I was going to do is I was going to put the logo there and then draw, like, I don't know what I was planning to do with it. I was going to draw some waves or something on there or something, but I never got around to finishing it, which is, I suppose it's kind of a shame, but at some point I'll probably finish it. And this is Bon and Girago, who is like a father figure to Bon. They're from Seven Deadly Sins, and this is like, I've said before that I just love reunion scenes, and this is a good example of that. I think I left something out of this picture at some point, like when I finished uploading it. You know when you upload stuff and then you notice all the mistakes afterwards. I noticed the mistake there and it was killing me, but and Bon's face does look a bit too big. Maybe it needs to be condensed down. Maybe I did condense it down a little bit, I can't remember now. But this scene is so sad, but it's kind of nice, and it just kills me every time. And a load of random drawings. Yes. And here's Sailor Moon, obviously. And there's Ninetales Chakra Mode Naruto. And there's Conan, who I've cosplayed more than once. It was so fun cosplaying her. I love Conan. There's Nagato, and I made him into a digital drawing, so you can find that somewhere. I love that. That's probably my favourite piece on this page. And there's Nardo, adult Nardo. Oh, I love this piece. This piece is really good. This is Escanor from Seven Deadly Sins. Yeah, I really like this piece. And this is Incineroar from Pokemon. And with both of these pieces I made them into digitalized pieces and made them to speed paints, so you can find them somewhere. And this is Kaoru from Orin. I did make him into a digitalized drawing, but I don't think this is particularly good. It was hard to get the pose of Kaoru right, because that's the, I don't know, you know when that was supposed to be like his shoulder and stuff, and it doesn't look quite right to me, but it's not the worst picture I've done. Yes. This is Ash and Rowlet. Now, I've probably mentioned before that I'm not very keen on the art style of Pokemon Sun and Moon, the anime. So I decided I'd redraw one of the scenes in older generation Pokemon style, if that makes sense. Because the styles are a bit different between the 4th gen anime and the 5th gen anime and the 6th gen anime. Well, not the 4th gen anime and the 5th gen anime and the Sun and Moon anime, the styles vary quite a bit. So yeah, I think I was going for the 5th and 6th gen style with this. But I'm very pleased with how this came out. I think I did edit it a bit, just a little bit, not very much. But I did this as a comparison post with a digitalised version of this. I think both look quite good. And this is Bartok the Magnificent. It's Bartok the Bat from the film Anastasia, and the film Anastasia is so good. I love Anastasia. It's a 20th Century Fox film. A lot of people probably think it's Disney, but it's not Disney. It's 20th Century Fox, and it's so good. You need to watch it. It's essentially like the story in Russia with the Russian royal family. It's kind of based on that, what happened, except it's a bit different. But it's got such good music and good animation and humour. It's just awesome. You need to watch it. But yeah, Bartok. You'll love Bartok when you see him. Yeah. And another blank page. And there we go. This is Rowlet in a decidui cloak. Looking very cute. Did edit his eyes a bit, but apart from that, it's pretty much the same in the post. And I think this came out really well. And another blank page. And there we go. I like this piece. This is Naganadel from Sun and Moon, the anime. And I just love its facial expression here. To say the Japanese anime, the voice is quite funny. And it goes, ay, 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 and I'm like, I can't, I have to watch the English for that, because, like, the voice kind of makes me laugh, and it probably shouldn't, but it's just, it's funny to me. But yeah, I love how this piece turned out. So as you can see, there are a couple of pictures of Haruhi. I made this one into a digitalized picture. I didn't with that one. Personally, I don't think that one looks very good. I mean, I'm not too pleased with how either of them came out, but I think that one's the worst with the eyes and stuff. But yeah. 12 hours later. And this is Renji, my OC. You've probably seen him millions of times. Looking as cute as he always does. And this is a Minato from Naruto. In Sage mode. I think I was trying to make him in Sage mode because you can, like, if you have a look at the eyes, I was very excited to find out that Minato could use Sage mode, even if he hasn't mastered it. I just love Minato though. And this is Kangaskhan from Pokemon, for baby Kangaskhan, and Pichu. I made this into a digitalized piece. This is kind of, if you haven't seen the new Pokemon Journey series, this is a spoiler from the first episode. Well, kind of a spoiler. You'll probably understand why I've drawn this. If you've seen the first episode, it's very touching, but quite sad. It's quite touching, but quite sad, but kind of heartwarming. It's kind of hard to explain. And this is Professor Kukui and his Lucario. I think Kukui looks really good here. And I made this into a digitalized piece. You can find that somewhere. Ah yes, I love how this next piece came out. Now this is Rowlet and Meltan, and Rowlet and Melmetal. Now this is a bit of a spoiler for Sun and Moon series. Those two are like best friends, and even when Meltan evolved into Melmetal, they're still best friends, and it's quite sweet. And this is one of my pieces I'm really proud of. I'll just show the whole thing right there. But I made this into a digitalized piece later on, and I just think it looks really good. I'm really pleased with how it looked. I'd never drawn Melmetal before, so it was a bit of a challenge, but the effort I put into it paid off. So yeah. Right. So this is Gumi. This was a positivity post I did. So thank you for watching part 5 of my Sketchbook and Doodles tour. I hope you've enjoyed it, and stay safe.